I'm glad you've got rid of the two back and sides and you've kind of got the extensions in.
I feel like Alicia Lehmann 2.0.
You don't look like her.
I wore a ponytail into West Ham one time and the girls were like, no, we don't.
You can't win sometimes.
I can't win.
You can't win.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I think the Championship is more competitive all round, but you can already see the gap in the league.
So what do you say to people that are a wee bit like, you shouldn't be doing that, focus on the game?
A lot of people will be quick to judge as well and be like, oh, she's doing social media. More players should utilise the platform that women's football is now giving us.
West Ham used to have a sponsor called MyViv. Is it still there? It was My Very Important Vagina.
You're joking.
No, we had that on our shorts.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Our group was ridiculous. But yeah, it's a first step for Wales.
The London Derby, you want to have the bragging rights. Still very much chasing Miedemar in her goal. We're realistic in the fact that we're not going to be winning the league this year, but we know that we can compete against some of the best.
Been on camps together since we was like 15, 16, and we've gone all the way up, and obviously she got her senior call up. Until I was like 16, I never played with like girls or women, so I didn't really know where I was at. That step up, like everything is talked about, like mirroring the senior environment. Like Serena's there watching like our training sessions.
Hello and welcome back to The Kickback. My name is Shebahn Aherne, joined here by the evil twin sister, professional football player Ruesha Littlejohn. Coming up for you on the show, we've got a cracker. West Ham's Ffion Morgan joins us to discuss West Ham's first victory of the WSL season, as well as that historic Euros experience. Plus, Spurs forward Beth England recently broke the record for the first player to net 50 home goals in the WSL. Will be with us to discuss that and react to holding Arsenal to a second successive league draw. And Mary Ward is in the studio after receiving her England under-23s call-up at just 19 years old. Stay tuned for all of that and much, much more on the way. Oh, we're in for a good show today, Rue.
How are we, Cass?
I'm good, thank you. Really well. Had a cold. Pray for Shebs.
Yeah. Well, you look a lot better. I'm glad you've got rid of the two back and sides and you've kind of got the extensions in. You look more femme right now, so I'm pleased for you.
It's funny because when I got them in on Friday night, obviously they're very long, but I thought, well, you pay for the money to get them in. Let's see how they drop for the week and then see where I'm at. But
Yeah.
I feel like Alicia Lehmann 2.0.
You don't look like her. She's a lot better looking. She's got a better banging body than you. Like
Alicia's
you are.
figure is... Oh, she's doing that underwear campaign now, isn't she?
Oh, yeah,
the name's left me. Oh, wow. I just look at the pictures.
Yeah. Incredible athlete is what we'll say, because we're probably not allowed to sexualise women because the...
Alicia won't mind, I tell her
the
to her
feminine
face.
brigade will be out for us. How dare you compliment someone? How dare you talk about their physique?
I know, we were talking yesterday on talkSPORT, myself and Tony Cascarino, about, you know, the Birkin bags that the men are now carrying. You know, so a Birkin bag is it's a ridiculously expensive bag. They start at minimum 25 grand.
Right.
But a lot of the male players went international duty there and they all had a Birkin bag, and
Just thinking of a burqa is all I'm thinking of.
they weren't wearing
It's not-
burqas, they
right.
had a Birkin handbag. Easy mistake to make.
The only one is the French team. They rock up they're going all out when they rock up to camp. Like the women's players do it too. It must just be a French thing. Like think of Kenza Daly. Like she's always so cool with how she dresses.
Yeah.
And it's the same with the guys. They all they put effort in. Maybe it's because it's like Paris and it's always like fashion week and all that kind of things.
Let's be honest though, some of them do look like weapons.
When you're turning up in high heels, I kind of draw the line at that. But each to their own. Each to their own. Again, I'm not going to come out calling people out, saying you can't do this, you can't do that, or everyone will be after me. So
The thing is, it's okay. Like have a thought, opinion on that. It's fashion. You're allowed to have it. But one thing is that everybody's getting on at the moment is Sky Sports' new TikTok channel, which has been taken down in a matter of like 24 hours. Did you see it?
I ran my eyes over it because it was on the script. So I hadn't seen it, hadn't heard of it, but I was told about this halo. I'm just thinking the ice cream because I put a wee bit of ice cream in my yogurt.
The healthy ice cream.
Yeah,
halo, right?
and it's nice, but apparently people weren't happy with it.
No, like it should be pink and, you know, it shouldn't look like it has to be like young girls and pink and orange and glitter kind of thing.
I get like you calling it like the little sister. I'm like, I get how people might find it patronising.
Isn't it?
But again, I
just
don't really
really
get my knickers in a twist about it, to be honest with you. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'll find anything to have a go at these days, won't we? Speaking of which, how's your splinters?
All right, I got up this morning, 8 a.m. in the mirror, just pulling them out my arse. Like,
Jade!
like
Another Monday.
But yeah, that was it. But what I will say, it was a cold one yesterday on the bench. I sat there,
Weather's turned.
my jacket on. If I get one complaint, I think the jackets have to be a bit thicker.
Right.
Because
What's
they're
the
not
tog
that. They're
of
not
them?
that. Well, it's like a summer jacket, is what I would say.
Oh, that's not good.
But the kit man that gives us hot water bottles too, so that's down the jacket, boom, tucked in, socks, blanket, nice blanket over me, and just try and keep warm. But I think it's going to be hot weather soon.
It has to be. I mean, Champions League now makes me think of cold weather. And I covered a game last week, Lyon with Farah.
Yep.
And she had a big coat on, and I was like, it's not going to be that cold.
Baltic. Oh, was it?
Oh, and when the hands go and you're holding a mic.
Yep, that doesn't look like you're holding a mic.
Big weekend in the WSL. Chelsea dropped points. Man City 3 points clear. Did Mama not say, or was that last season I said they might win the league?
Last season. You have
said
said,
Arsenal
you've
this
still...
season, didn't I?
Did you? I can't remember.
Oh yeah, I'm miles
You
off.
chop and change it, honestly. You chop and change it all throughout the season. You're a glory hunter, you jump on the bandwagon of who's doing well. Classic you.
Bo,
But-
clip it. Did I not say Man City will win the league? Oh, it was last season.
Nice, last season. See. Plenty from you.
Fine.
Anyway, yeah, but it was a great weekend. Some interesting results.
Definitely.
Will Chelsea be kicking themselves? Will they see it as points dropped? Or will they be going, well, we're still unbeaten? But let's talk about Alicia Thompson, her goal again, man. She is flames. That girl is a player.
What is that
Catcher.
about her that makes her different to anybody else you've seen?
I feel like as a player, like, it's one of those when you know what someone's trying to do. So it's like, you know what she's going to do. You know she's going to drive at you and she's just going to chop inside and wrap one. You can't stop her. So you know what she's trying, but when they're that good, you're just like, you kind of can't get near them. Like Liverpool would have been well prepped on what she's about, what she's capable of, but like they can't get close to her, can't get near her. She's so athletic, so fast, but she's technically great, like a very good player. I'm sure we said it before, but when Ireland have played America, honestly, she's given us all nightmares.
Yeah.
Like, can't catch her. What a talent.
Which, by the way, just on the subject of Americans, have you seen Trinity Rodman?
I've seen, obviously
January
we'd seen
rumour?
this before, and obviously now what our contract's out. So she's, what is it, rumoured to have spoke to 3 or 4 clubs maybe in the
Yeah.
WSL. So, I mean, yes, it'd be great to see her over. And I think Emma Hayes has probably got a big influence right now, telling players to, which I find interesting because I think the NWSL is probably in as good a place as it's ever been.
Yeah.
But maybe Emma's going to try to encourage players to get overseas and come and try the WSL out. And obviously they're going to see, we've seen a few players come over.
Do you know where she's linked to?
I don't. Was it not in January? She
London
was linked
City.
to...
I've heard London City links.
Well, that would make sense with the Michelle Kang, Washington Spirit
Yeah.
thing. And then Michelle Kang get to hang about with her and take selfies with her, so that'd be good for Michelle. So she might be well up for that. The thing is, London City, credit where credit's due.
I know,
They are
flying,
flying. They're flying. But I think they've lost 3 or 4 games and won 4 games now, something like that, 4 or 5, can't remember how many.
Yeah, Arsenal dropped points, Chelsea dropped points, Liverpool got a point, West Ham got a win, which was huge for them. And here to talk about it in more detail with us is West Ham's Ffion Morgan. I'm pleased to say West Ham and Wales International Ffion is with us now. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to our office.
Thank you for having me. It's very nice in you.
You
posh.
look lovely. Best bun in the game.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, my slick back.
Is that something you've been working on? Get to the top of your bun game?
No, not really. My sister kind of forced me into the bun.
I got
typical.
forced in it.
Yeah.
I got forced in it.
Like I got 2 sisters, very girly. I can see these guys have the same. And yeah, she was just like, you should just slick back. And then it was just easy. And then I've just stuck with it, and it's become a thing of Ffion slick back. So.
Oh, is it? Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's the way you've got quite a lot of hair there at the back.
Yeah,
as
it needs
well.
to trim.
Like,
no,
it
it's
looks
bad.
good.
No, it's
full
heavy.
bun.
Yeah,
It's
mine's
heavy.
bald. I've got a wee bald bun.
Like a little,
just
tiny
a
Little
bit.
rat's
Give me
tail,
balls
just
that.
all wrapped round itself. Yeah. But where the fuck is your bun?
We will get the extension soon when I've got time to.
But you
commit to
did
that.
get good at the
Sister
bun,
influence.
and now you're just back to your standard
I don't-
ponytail that you've had for 15
I don't need
years.
to put it in a bun every day. Like,
Yes,
it's not
you
good
do.
to do a
Well,
bun
I
and then a
do.
pony and a
Don't
bun
tell
and a
her.
pony. Can I?
No, it's nice to
Tell
change
her.
things
Yeah.
up. It is nice to change things up. But I wore a ponytail into West Ham one time, And the girls were like, no, we don't like that. It's
Right.
too much of a change. So I was like, all right, well, I can't even...
Yeah, you can't win sometimes.
I can't
You
win.
can't win.
Yeah, so I'm stuck with this.
Well, sorry for the sexist chat about buns. That's the other thing I'll get this morning when we come out of here, probably. We're talking about someone's hair. How would you feel if someone spoke about your hair? How are you?
I'm good.
Well done. Win yesterday.
Thank you. I know. I think it was coming for sure. Like our team's really good. Like we got a really good group. Our forward groups, like, you know, we got Rico and Vivi. So it was gonna come. So it finally has, which is a nice feeling. So hopefully we can build on that. But it's always the same, isn't it? International breaks come at the wrong time. So yeah, we'll be flying after it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Who have you got next week, sorry?
We've got a cup game.
Cup games.
Against Portsmouth, which we're doing really well in. So that's been good for like our confidence and kind of just getting goals, which we've been struggling with in the league. So yeah, we got 3 on the weekend, doubled our tally. So, you know, it's on the up and everyone's feeling good. Yeah. So hopefully it stays that way.
Yeah, no, that's
I do love that Martinez.
Yeah.
Oh, what a player.
Yeah.
Is it same in training? Like, does she...
Yeah, everything she's like, when she shoots is going in.
Yeah.
Like she's she's a player and she's been called up to, you know, Germany's first team as well. So everyone's doing really well. So that helps. You know?
Yeah. Because it's been hard, hasn't it? I mean, waiting this long into the season to get a win. Yeah. Does it take its toll in the dressing room?
Yeah, for sure. And I think the last international break came at the right time. Because I think, you know, when you have weeks and weeks and, you know, we're going up against Chelsea and it is tougher. And, you know, when you can't get a win, it's tough. So the international break came at the right time for us to kind of get out the environment for a bit, come back refreshed. And yeah, we had a good game against Man City, you know, a draw against Leicester and then the win. So we're definitely going in the right direction. So
how are you finding the WSL this season? And what do you feel like the WSL, what's the differences from WSL to the Championship or WSL2, sorry?
It depends on who you play, for sure. I think the Championship is more competitive all round. Like every game that we would play in the Champ, you can take points from anybody. And it is the same in the WSL to a certain extent, but you can already see the gap in the league with the WSL. So everyone like around us, you know, is so competitive. You could 2 games on the bounce. If you win, you're up, you know. But then you've got Liverpool taking points from Chelsea yesterday. Yeah. So it's just, the league's mad. But yeah, competitiveness in the Championship, like all round, is so good. But it depends on who you're playing as well.
Yeah.
How did you find the move? Because you were at Bristol for a long time, making that summer move. It was a big signing. You were a big signing for West Ham as well. How have you enjoyed the transition? Or
yeah, I think like I was at Bristol for 4 years and I loved it there. It's the second home. I still talk about Bristol so highly. Like I want them to do so well. Made my best friends there, met my partner there. So Bristol means a lot to me. But I knew that, you know, for my career and at the age that I was at, like I need to move on now. Like I was quite comfortable in the environment and, you know, you don't grow when you're kind of comfortable. So I wanted to come somewhere new. And I didn't know anyone coming here as well. So that was a bit scary because I'm very much like a comfort person. I like having my people around me and my family. I'm really close to my family. So the transition of kind of just being homesick and being away from my friends has been difficult and like making new friends. But that's the same in you know, in any job when you're changing roles or, you know, you change your location, moving to London. So yeah, it's kind of just been an adjustment. But, you know, I'm really happy that I made the move to West Ham. I think it's really going to develop me as a footballer, which is what I want. Yeah.
How are you finding living in London? And how are you keeping yourself busy?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to do. It's so big, isn't it? Like, you can't do everything. And as much as I'm like, oh, I love that I'm living in London and I got access straight into the city, my days off, I'm like, oh, the thought of going into London's a lot. You know what I mean? Like, I'd love to, but I'm just like, oh, that's so draining, going into London. But it's nice. It's very different to, like, Bristol, but also, like, Wales, especially, because there's nothing, if there's traffic in Wales, it's because cows are being changed from one field to another. So it's so different here. And, like, yeah, it's it is fun being here, because Winter Wonderland, I'm here with my mum now, and we're going to go out and explore London, which
sessions,
which would be
on the lash with your mum.
That's it. Do it.
So yeah, it's like you have access to everything, which is nice and very different. So trying to make the
One of
most
the
of
best
that without
countries in the world.
tiring myself out.
I wouldn't go that far. I think you get a wee bit ahead of yourself.
Why do you
We've not said that. Neither one of us said it's one of the best countries in the world. We've not said that. It's not.
Best city in the
You're
world,
miles
not
off it.
countries. London's
Miles
best
off
city.
It's a country. You're definitely not. Yeah, you're definitely not going to say
Wales is the
Get
best
out.
country.
We'll continue this show about you. Honestly.
London is the best city in the world.
Says who?
It is.
It's
no,
posh, it's
it is.
bargain. Everyone's rude. Rats everywhere. Not having it.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. Also, so I actually, one of my teammates, who you know well, Annabelle Blanchard, has gave out to me recently. She said, "You're not busy enough on social media."
Who?
Me.
You?
Yeah. So
I think you are.
I have to look at you and you've inspired me.
All right.
So yeah. So now I have to start doing. I'm trying to commit to one a
I've
week.
seen it in your days in the life.
A day in the life.
I like them.
So
I like how, like, because my days in the life, I've been doing them for like 2 years. So I'm very much like in routine with everything that I do, what I want to say. I love how yours is just, you know what, I'm just going to speak into this phone and see what comes out my mouth. I love it.
Yeah, and all she
I
does
love
is
it.
insult me.
Yeah.
it works.
Yeah.
Insult me.
It's what the
abuse
audience
me.
wants.
Feel free to insult on your next one. Please do. Join in.
But that's a big part of your growth now as well, social media and being a influencer type-ish.
Yeah, content creator.
Content creator, that's
Yeah.
of course how you would say it. How's that? I mean, it must be nice to have something else that you've got going on, take your mind off of football sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. I think, again, my sister's influence. She does content creation as well. And she was just like, you know what, like, start showing your life. And we used to record stuff when we were younger. Like, we got loads of clips at home and stuff. So it's always been something that we're, like, comfortable in front of the cameras. So, yeah, she was like, just start recording, like, your life and just see how it goes. And then, obviously, the growth started, and then I'm building this kind of, like, brand. And in women's football, I think that's huge. I encourage everyone to do it because it can be a huge part of your life and help towards, you know, jobs or work or just putting yourself out there a bit more. So yeah, it's been a really fun journey, and now I've just, the growth is crazy. I've started a YouTube, which is doing really well as well. And yeah, I've built a fan base that is just amazing.
Good.
They're doing like edits of my family now, which is just hilarious. I'm like, oh no, my mum. But yeah, no, it's really nice. And I like showing my life and sharing who, you know, I spend my life with, because it's all about people for me and being around my loved ones and sharing our relationship. And yeah, it's just been really nice and people like it. So I've continued to do it.
You seem a nice person.
Thanks.
But I think I look at it also, and it's like we have access, so you're in the football game and people are so intrigued as to what goes on. People find it fascinating.
Yeah.
And I think when you're like yourself and you've got a sense of humour and you're friendly, people are even more engaged in it. So like you've seen your profile grow hugely. But I'm also like, it's so important because yes, you've got the top 4 teams. Do you know what I mean? And they might be all happy, getting paid well, blah, blah, blah. But like, this is another avenue and for after football, which I don't think people realise. But I'm like, you're actually starting another wee business here on the side, if you want to call it that. But I'm like, it's so important. But I think some people are like, why do you do that? Like, and I'm like, no, this is another opportunity.
Yeah.
So what do you say to people that are a wee bit like, you shouldn't be doing that, focus on the game? Because I've had that before and I'm like, you're miles off it. Like, you don't get it. Like, so what do you think about that?
Yeah, I think I'd agree. Like, a lot of people will be quick to judge as well and be like, oh, she's doing social media. And I want people to be comfortable with what I'm doing as well. Like, when I went to West Ham, it was a while before I actually did my first video. Because I was like, I don't know what these girls are going to think and how they're going to be towards it. And that's just the respectful way for me to approach it, really. Because I don't want to come in and be like, a day in the life. And they're like, who is this person? Like, is she serious? So I knew that I had to prove myself on the pitch before I could start doing, you know, what I usually do, which is I just like showing what my life is. Yeah, what I'm up to.
Like
and
it
doesn't take away from my focus as a player. It doesn't take away from, you know, I've moved to London. I've moved my whole life here for football, away from everybody, going through the struggle of the change, like, for football. So, like, yeah, and even with, like, Alicia Lehmann, for example, I know you've got the hair like Alicia today.
She copied it.
But, like, when she was big on social media, and a lot of people would criticise her and be like, oh, well, she's just trying to be an influencer. But no, she's applying herself every single day. And I think, you know, more players should utilise the platform that women's football is now giving us.
Yeah, Alicia was just so straightforward with it as well, like going way back. She'd be like, makes me happy. Like, why am I not allowed to do that if it makes me happy? And I was like, yeah, fair point. She's like, and if they've got a problem with it, well, if they're not happy, they can do it too. And I was like, she's so like honest and like straight to the point with it. And it's like, yeah, if it makes you happy, it keeps you engaged and focused and doing other things, because that is a conversation that we're always having now, is that when football stops, you know, years down the line, you've got your fingers in other pies and other things going on. Like it's good for your growth.
Yeah,
You'd know about that. Wouldn't you?
It's an actual saying,
Right.
you know.
You eat a few pies and all, don't you?
Oh God, the fat shaming continues.
Sorry,
Yeah,
we were
good
just
show.
talking before you came in, and West Ham used to have a sponsor called My Viv. Is it still there?
Is it still my
No, it was My Very Important Vagina.
You're
And
joking.
No, we had that
Was
on our
it?
shorts. Get guess what? We used to get like
free toys.
to get free toys. You go on the website and
Oh
get
my
free toys.
gosh.
That was West Ham sponsor for.
You're joking.
No. Seriously, yeah. When she was there, it was my. And
Did you get any
Alicia Lennon-
freebies?
Yes, we did.
She did.
We paid for
She
rabbit
loved that
sisters.
sponsor.
Yeah, it was great.
She
Got
was
a good
gutted
few,
when West Ham did
few
I'm
things
dead.
at them. Yeah.
Surely that can't be a thing.
It was.
I mean, it's
genuinely.
obviously not anymore.
Yeah,
My
it was.
Viv, yeah.
Yeah, My Viv.
Yeah.
So My Viv, if you're listening, please send out a few new toys for me, because I can't be arsed paying. I mean,
Again, Mary Ward's upstairs. Right?
Mary Ward is 19, she's okay. I'm
Get
sure
on,
she
get
knows what a
on.
rabbit is, right? It's fine.
You pull them out of hats later. Yeah, sorry, back to West Ham as well. Focus. What's the ambition for the club? Because we've been discussing this a lot. For the last few seasons, it feels like it's always a battle and it's just like staying up. Whereas West Ham are a massive club. You know, what's the conversations in the dressing room? Is the ambition to keep climbing, or is it survive?
Yeah, I think it's climbing. I know this season we've not had a good start, but we definitely went in, you know, wanting to be better than last season. And they had a really good like second half of the season last season. And that's kind of the thing for West Ham. The second half of the season's always kind of where we thrive. So yeah, I think it's just like building year on year and just climbing up the table and just competing. And then, but the WSL's crazy.
I know.
Like there's so much change every year. Everybody's up and down. But if you look at London City Lionesses, it just shows that like investment is a huge part, and buying into a club the way Michelle has shows, you know, like they've done better than any team going up, and they're an independent team. So it just shows in the women's game, you just need someone who's really gonna wanna
Champion you and
Yeah.
push you, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we've said it way before you were at West Ham, you know, because the club are at the moment struggling with the fans, the board, as in, you know, the parent West Ham, whatever like that. There are issues there at the top. So quite often we'll know that the women are really struggling to get heard there, kind of thing. And it was also put out there, wasn't it, that it was the kind of bottom of their priorities at one stage. So the fact that, even though I think I'm critical of Rhian Skinner, and I think maybe she could get more of a tune sometimes, and yesterday's win was vital, and I hope it kicks on from there. It is so difficult when clubs around you are investing and pushing. How are you meant to go forward if you're not getting that? You know, so I get that as well.
Yeah, but I think
they
that's
need to calm down with
teams
it.
need to invest, and like you touched on London City. Michelle Can came in and spoke in the changing room and said, I'm going to be a Champions League team within 2 years.
Yeah.
But she's already paving the ways, and she spent big money. And that's the only way you're going to get there, is by spending big money. So
Yeah.
that's what she wants, but obviously it's club's priorities, and other teams maybe don't want that right now, but she's hungry for that, so she's going to go out and get that.
Yeah.
But she's not going to get Champions League this year, maybe next year. I'll give her
But I
next
think
year.
a lot of clubs talk about it, which is great, and you know, ambition's great, but also Michelle's put her money where her mouth is, and it shows. And just even in, you know, the championship, when a team's like, we're going to go for it this year, we're going to put money towards this champ team, they usually get promoted.
Yeah.
So it's just huge in the women's game, and I think there's a lot of teams in and around the same area that just need a bit more backing, and I think it'll be a huge improvement for the league.
Absolutely. On that subject, how did Wales get into the Euros impact Wales?
Oh, amazing.
As I mean, because
Well, thank you, first of all.
she's not over it.
Oh,
Back
wait,
to
guys.
wait,
Wales people in their shorts.
When we talk about your goal, I was like, surely that's not coming. In that playoff, I was like,
God,
surely.
yeah, you forget that
Yeah.
that happened in terms of how it ended.
It was all for nothing. But yeah, no, I think going back to that, like, at the Aviva that night, Wales deserved to win. I actually think if you go back to early on in the start of the half, we started really strong. I think we hit the woodwork, whatever.
Yeah.
And then that was it. Obviously, the penalty changes the game, and then yous were just, that was it. It was like yous knew it was your time.
Yeah.
And you managed
And it does get like that.
Yeah.
You just know that it's for you in that game. It's so strange, but like I think that was my favourite game, not just because we won, but you know, at the end of the game, everyone whistling, the noise that you guys were getting when there was a corner.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! I remember in the game being like,
this is a lot.
wow, like, this is a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. And as a player, you're like shook a bit, not from just the fact that you guys have another corner or another throw that Megs is just gonna throw into goal or something.
Yeah.
But like the crowd was insane, and that night was just it was. I'll always remember that. But yeah, it was amazing. To then go on to the tournament, and you know, our group was ridiculous. But yeah, it's a first step for Wales getting to the major tournament, and hopefully we can continue to do that.
Yeah, keep going. I mean, I spent a lot of time in Wales. We were telling Hayley Ladd this last week. She was with us, wasn't she? We were talking about the impact that it's had on young boys and girls as well, and like the amount of girls now who want to play in the country. But to get there, to get that chance, you guys got it for the World Cup in 2023. It just puts everything on the map again.
Yeah.
And then that's where your profile is so important, and you know, putting all that stuff out there from camp and stuff as well. I thought it was really good to see. You know.
Yeah, no, and even when we were at the Euros, and you know, I was doing my days in the life as I usually do. Like there was a lot of focus, and I got a lot of reach and you know, new followers and new fans from posting while I was at the Euros, because I was the only player giving the insight to what a major tournament's like. And I think you know, women's fans. Football fans especially, they want to see people's lives and what they're doing and you know what it's like. So yeah, I mean, we're doing good.
Just
and
think,
think
of the vlogs. Think of the vlogs in Brazil.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
That's what we've got to do.
I know. As soon as we qualified, I seen something on Twitter that was like, can't wait for Fion's Euros days. And I was like, do you know what? This would be cool. And then that's when I got into the YouTube as well, because I was like, I could do something bigger here and show people really the ins and outs, because there's only so much you can do with
on the
camera.
Short form one.
Short form. So, it was an amazing summer, like amazing. Well, you know what it's like being at a major tournament, like, it's insane.
Yeah, it was incredible. I loved every bit about watching Wales get there, even though my heart was broken in February at the Aviva when all of that happened. And because you just feel, honestly, I was buzzing that you guys got there. And like, it changes things. Again, whole nation around the country for
me, there's a time though, like the smaller nations. So it's like, we're never going to be as big as England, and you've not got the investment like the way the FA and that want to. So you want like the smaller nations, talking size of the country, not like to be able to qualify too. And I feel like in Europe it's such a harder qualifying process.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to get away from other teams that qualify for the World Cup, but it's such a more competitive environment, so it's so hard to get to.
It's such a big achievement, especially with like what we have as a nation, compared to, you know, the pathway of England, compared to Wales. Like, people in Wales, if you want to, you know, play for Wales, you usually have to leave. You know what I mean? And whereas the Lionesses, well, they're all playing in their country because it's the WSL and it's one of the best leagues in the world. And the same with Ireland. So, I mean, it's great for the country, and there's more people playing and more people coming to the games. And it was just an amazing time out there with the fans. It was crazy.
Good on you. We'll keep vlogging, keep posting.
Thank you.
Good luck for West Ham and Wales
much.
moving forward. Come and see us again soon. Can you give us a like and subscribe?
If you could do it back.
Which one's Fion's camera? Is it 4? 4, right, look down 4.
Wait, to this show?
Yeah.
What's the show? The Kickback.
The Kickback, yeah.
Like and subscribe to The Kickback and Fion's YouTube, at Ffion Morgan's vlogs.
Ffion, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
And joining us now on The Kickback is Spurs forward Beth England, after she recently broke the record for the first player to net 50 home goals in the Women's Super League. What a legend. We're in royalty company right now. Hi, Beth England.
Hi, are you okay?
Good. How are you? Thanks for coming on.
No, thank you for having me. I'm very good, thank you.
Good day to have you. Good day to have you. I mean, getting a point in a derby against Arsenal must be good feelings this morning, or is it almost you wish you'd won it? What's the view?
Yeah, I mean, obviously London derby, you want to have the bragging rights, you want to be the team winning the game. But I think coming off the back of our performance the week before, I think it's something that we can hold our heads high, and it's a big point to take from the European champions. So as a whole, yeah, we were happy with the point, but we wish we could have done more and tested the keeper more and yeah, given ourselves a bit more of a chance at getting all 3 points. But 1 point's better than 3 points lost.
Yeah. What's the ambition for you personally, Beth? I think obviously your goal scoring record speaks for itself. But as a player, how hungry are you? Have you got a target on goals you would like to get for the season, or have you got like a big number in the back of your head going, right, I want to continue and get X amount of goals?
I think as a forward, you've always got goals and targets that you want to hit. And for me, I'm still very much chasing Miedemar in her goals. Obviously, she's the current league top goal scorer. I've been chasing her for a while. She's had a few injuries, and then she comes back and scores probably a hat-trick in a game and then just puts me another step back. So I'm forever chasing her. But yeah, I think naturally I want to score as many goals as possible. Ideally, you always want to be hitting double figures. I think sometimes your goals can change depending on the league. We know every week, every year, the league's getting stronger, so opponents are much more difficult to score against now than what they probably were. But yeah, I'm still hungry as ever, still wanting to score more goals and continue making history.
Brilliant. And in terms of Spurs, I mean, we're seeing them flirting around with those Champions League places. Your manager, Martin Ho, had told our Leanne Sanderson not too long ago that Champions League football is that 5-year plan. What's the discussions in the dressing room with that target?
Yeah, I think we're obviously being very realistic on where we're at right now. We're definitely in the right direction. Whether or not Champions League conversations are in the next year, I think, is something that we can't control. I think we are being very realistic on where we are. We have still dropped points against top 4 teams, and that's where we want to show we are competing more. Obviously, yesterday we did a great job in securing a point against Arsenal, but I look back at the likes of the Man City game or the Chelsea game where we really probably should have done better in terms of keeping the goals out. And even the London City game, that's not a game that we would have not necessarily been expected to win, but definitely not concede that many goals. So I think it's definitely a journey. We're building something. And I know every year players can talk about building as a team, but I think we have had a real big structural change from above. We've not made many changes in terms of personnel in players, but obviously Martin coming in has made a huge impact for us. There's been a huge shift in the way in which we play, our style of play, our mentality going into games. And I think fans are definitely seeing that on the pitch. So for us, it's about just taking every week as it is, making sure we keep racking up those points. I think we're nearly on the same amount of points already as what we did from the entirety of last year.
Brilliant.
We've already kept 4 clean sheets, and this is still early on in the season. We've still got a whole half of the season and some to go. So I definitely think we're starting to show a lot more personality and grit in our performances.
What is it that Martin's brought to Spurs that maybe you didn't have last year, or is it just how you are playing and what he expects from you?
I'd say the biggest thing for me is intensity. I remember when he first came in through pre-season, everything was so intense straight away. No matter if it was a simple passing drill, you were running, you were sprinting to every cone, and he's very much wanting to be an aggressive team, like try and press and run as much as possible. Even if you can only run around for a maximum of 45 and your legs are blown, he'll rather take 45 at you than coasting through 90. So I think it's making sure that you are pushing yourselves every day and trying to get around that pitch to make it harder for teams to be able to play the style of play they want to do. And yeah, just show teams that we're not scared of them anymore. I think last year we played with a lot of fear because we weren't sure if those points were going to come, if we were going to stay afloat at times. Whereas this season, I think we're definitely going into teams with our shoulders up, our chest back a little bit, and yeah, really putting a fight in towards other teams.
Do you know what, Beth? You mentioned that word there, like intense and not being scared of teams. Last weekend, when you saw him kind of going at it with the London City manager, I like to see that as well. I think that shows that you care so much and you're really passionate about it. I think senior manager do that shows that the players can do that as well. And we need that in football, don't we? We need that edge, that aggression sometimes.
Yeah, 100%. I think, look, in women's football, I think it's starting to get more like it was in the men's game, where you are seeing the more tactical fullness and where people are wanting to be a bit more aggressive and try and play a bit more dirty. But for me, I think it's, as you said, the passion, you want to see that, but I think it can be, with aggression, it can be controlled. I think you want to show that you care and do it, but not do it at a detriment to your team. You don't want your players being distracted on the pitch if you know your managers are having a bit of a kick-off on the sidelines, which I'm not saying that is what happened. Obviously, Martin controlled his emotions, rightly so, but I think you have to have that in football. You have to show a bit of something, and even getting into their manager's head, that can maybe affect then how he speaks to his players. And these things can make a big difference, especially when you're fighting for points to climb up the table.
Yeah, definitely. I think obviously that was a disappointing result for you. I think for London City to score 4 goals, but then to bounce back the following week. And look, Arsenal are obviously still a great team. They might be going through a few changes themselves, but to take a point, like you said, off European champions is massive. Where do you see Spurs? What is the target within the dressing room to finish in the league table this season?
I mean, for me, I think there's no reason why we can't be reaching for top 4 this year. I think we're priding ourselves in more of a defensive display. Obviously, I know the result last week didn't really reflect how we're trying, but again, you look at the teams that we've played and we are still conceding some goals that we're not really happy with. So I think we're realistic in the fact that we're not going to be winning the league this year. But we know that we can compete against some of the best. And I think for Arsenal yesterday, it was a tough game for them coming off the back of the Champions League week. I would say I think a few of their players looked tired. But again, that's the situation you're in when you're in multiple competitions. And there's no reasons why we can't show that we are fit in those moments and really push the game against them. And for me, I think top 4 is realistic. Obviously, we know Man United had a good start, and they have dropped a couple of points themselves. Maybe their focus is on the Champions League, but we're right in and amongst the top. And it's not that we've just been there for a week or so and we've dropped down to the bottom. We've been able to sustain that for now. And hopefully going on the back end of Christmas, we'll start to kick on again and really show teams what we're about.
Fair. And in terms of the game at the weekend, the derby was originally meant to be played at the Spurs Stadium. I know this is a conversation that's been going around. Obviously, then that was moved because of the fight on Saturday. Does this bother the team, Beth? Do you think this is a standard we should be setting and stick to it, or are you guys just focused on the football?
Do you know what? For me, I actually love the fact that the game was at Brisbane Road yesterday, because we obviously had our biggest attendance crowd there, and it felt more like a home game because of the noise there and that we were able to create the atmosphere. I love playing at the Spurs Stadium. I think it's one of the best stadiums I've ever played at. But sometimes knowing that we don't always generate the crowd that we want can make it not have the atmosphere that we'd want to be able to help push the team on. And yesterday, I must say, like, the Spurs fans were sublime in the noise they were creating for us, helping push us on. Obviously, the Arsenal fans were giving all their chants and stuff, as you would expect. But I felt like our fans thoroughly matched that. And I would say they were a really big part in helping us get the result that we did yesterday, because when you're playing big teams, you want to, especially at home, you want to be able to feel like you are the team on top. And I feel like playing at Brisbane Road and having that many fans there for us definitely helped us do that.
I'm glad you've said that, Beth, honestly. I mean, I would have absolutely taken it if you said, no, we should prioritise, playing at the Spurs Stadium. But I was at that fixture, I want to say 3 years ago, at Brisbane Road. And you look at now how the fan base is growing, and then, just seeing and hearing more of an atmosphere as well, pushing you guys over the line, and that that the big games as well will continue to still happen at Spurs, but these things will move time and time again. I mean, Boreham Wood, I think, is Arsenal's next Champions League game, that sometimes this will move and it'll have to happen, but we're on the right trajectory, Beth, right?
Yeah, definitely. And I think, look, it's amazing for women's sport that we are able to play in these big stadiums, and we want to be able to fill those out just the same as our male counterparts, but we are very realistic on where we're at, and not every team like Arsenal can fill out an Emirates every week. But it's something that we're still pushing for. Yeah. The background staff are really pushing to make sure we get all the fans in as possible. And ultimately, if we don't play the football the right way, the fans aren't going to come in. So we have to do the job on the pitch first in order to be able to grow and market off the pitch. So for me, being at Brisbane Road yesterday and seeing that many fans there supporting us was amazing. And long may it continue, and hopefully in the future we are in a position where we can fill out those bigger stadiums.
Well played. Beth England, what a treat. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
No, thanks for having me, and all the best.
Take care of yourself,
Good
Beth
luck with the
England.
season, Beth. Thank you.
Yeah, Spurs and England striker as well. She's a player, by the way. I know you meant to say
Yeah,
that.
no, obviously she's been about the league for a long time, and obviously she was tearing it up at Chelsea that year, which I actually felt sorry for her because she had a great season. I think Player of the Year, smashed the goal scoring record, and then I think Emma Hayes was just bringing in other players, but that's football, isn't it?
Yeah.
But again, she's proven herself. She works her backside off for Spurs, and what an athlete, by the way.
Athlete.
What an athlete. Yeah.
We've got similar
No, you don't.
muscles.
I've actually never said this to her there, but I remember once playing her, this was years ago, and she lifted her top to wipe her forehead and shredded. I thought to myself,
Up your six pack.
I was like, I better get myself at the gym. I've still not, mind you, but here we are.
Instead, you had 6 bottles of wine.
I had a six roll instead.
Excellent. Nice to have Beth England with us there on the show. And finally, we're delighted to be joined by Bristol City in England's Mary Ward after receiving her first under-23s call-up at 19 years old. I'm pleased to say Mary Ward is with us now. Hello.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you, yeah.
Good. You're more mature than Ruesha.
That's harsh.
That's true. That is true. We're just talking about Mary is very good friends with Katie Reid.
Yeah.
And I still can't believe Katie Reid is 19 as well.
Yeah, I know.
You guys are the
These are babies.
next
These are
gen.
babies, yeah.
Yeah.
You've got, well, do you know what? What the great thing is these are in the game now, and you've got such a bright future ahead of you, and hopefully the people beforehand have paved the way, so you're going to have a great career and enjoy all the fruits of it. It's going to be great.
It's definitely exciting times, but obviously gutted for my friend. But yeah.
I know. How is she doing? I mean, I had seen her in the street recently in her crutches. And,
Yeah.
Stalker.
and I went, oh no, I know, I sound like a stalker. I was just going to say, I saw Martin Ho at the train station today.
All right.
I was going to tell Beth, pass it on. Nobody cares. But yeah, I mean, you guys came through it all together, right? You and Katie Reid, yeah?
Yeah, we've been on camps together since we was 15, 16, and have gone all the way up. And obviously, she got her senior call up, which she couldn't go on, but it's a bad timing. But she'll be okay.
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to go see her today.
Yeah.
Cheer it up.
Yep.
And you've got lots to share and talk about. It must be hard when you're getting call-ups and things are going well and you see your friends be injured, but you're in such a good place.
Yeah, definitely. Bristol's, we're doing well this year. Hopefully we can get promoted. But yeah, we're doing good.
So how are you finding it playing under Charlotte Healy's obviously come in there. She actually came into one of our Ireland camps when we were in the US.
Yeah.
So I think she's got a very clear style of how she wants to play. How you find it working under her?
Yeah, no, it's definitely good. We've got a very clear structure. We know our roles within the structure, and it suits me. I'm able to get forward and have the freedom to do that and join in the attack. So the structure really suits me.
And talk to us about playing alongside the likes of Sophie Ango and Vicky Lozada. How's that been?
Yeah, no, it's good. Definitely when they came in, the level of training just went up a notch. They just add that secureness in midfield, which has really helped us this season.
How do you find as a young player being beside them or in a changing room with them? Do you get to speak to them? Do you get to talk to them about football? Are they?
Yeah,
how do you find that?
Yeah, I've spoken to Vicky a few times about Barcelona and meeting Messi because and obviously Soph as well. She's really down to earth, really nice. They're both really nice, and I've asked them advice on little bits of stuff, and they've been really helpful.
Brilliant.
Got good people around you there to soak up everything that you need to know. How did you get into football, Mary? What was the?
I remember when I was younger, in primary school, I was 4, and all of the boys was doing football club. I've got a twin brother who does football as well, and he was going to the after school football club, and I was I'll just go as well. And then from then on, I was just playing football all through, with my village team, growing up until I was 16, with the same team, which was good. And playing football with my brother and my dad in the garden. Yeah, that's how it started.
Did you know pretty young that you were good?
Like it was weird because like I didn't really have anything to compare myself against because I didn't see any other girls playing football. So like until I was like 16, I never played with like girls or women. So I didn't really know where I was at. And then obviously like England was the first time I'd played with like girls. So like my first England camp was like when I was like 14 or so. So that was probably like the first time I like came across other girls, and like I turned up to camp and like they was all wearing like Arsenal, Chelsea kits, and I was there in like my like
your Billabong surfer gear.
Yeah, like my just like green kit. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I love it.
So that was like a bit of like a moment like to see like other girls and play with them and like see kind of where I was at, and then it just went from there. And yeah,
good.
So you said you're from Cornwall, so talk to us about that.
Yeah, can you surf?
yeah,
That's
surf.
you can surf.
We should have grown up in Cornwall.
We need to go to Cornwall. Let's do a road trip.
Road trip
You
to
can teach
Cornwall.
us to surf.
Yeah, you can do that. We could put in the vlog.
I actually went to Cornwall once and got there and took not well and had the shits and sickness. So just spent my time 2 days in a bedroom and then had to leave.
Bet you're
so I
glad
didn't even
you know
get
that
to.
now, Mary.
I need to go
That
back
was-
and make
yeah,
it better.
I think we can,
Yeah.
Yeah, you can maybe teach us, help
yeah.
us out. But I love the sea. I love the sea, so not very good at surfing, so you might need to be patient with me. Is that okay?
Yeah, I've got the patience.
Good.
So you're just all round good at sports then?
Yeah, well, like I played like football's like my main thing, but when I was younger, like played like loads of like school just wants you to get into every sport. So yeah, like I did a lot of sport, like obviously surfing, like in Cornwall. Yeah, I miss the beaches in Cornwall.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it was a lot like St Just is the town I'm from. Like it's like 4 miles from Land's End. Like it's right at the bottom. It takes like 2 hours to get onto a motorway. Like it's crazy. So like the travelling when I was younger was a lot, but it's worth it. Like yeah.
Do your parents come up often to see you play football then?
Yeah,
They
they
make the
come
road
to
trip?
they come to most of the home games, which is nice. Like we can go for food afterwards and like talk about the game. So yeah, that's nice.
It
How
must
do
be
you-
nice to, sorry,
I'm
you know, you've
speaking.
got, sorry,
That's
yeah.
enough.
I've got lots
I'm
of questions.
speaking
Sorry,
now.
sorry.
We're all intrigued. We're intrigued.
Yeah, because you're so young.
How do you find that as being like you're still so young and you've probably been away from home for a little while now? Do you just see it as, is that part of it? Is it hard? How do you find it?
Like being away from home, like I think I've kind of like I've got used to it now, but like, and I think when I moved out, like I was kind of in a good place. Like all throughout my life, I've done moments of not being at home, like through different things. But so I was kind of used to it, like when I went. But no, it is nice to obviously see them. But I'm fine. Like I was ready to move out. Yeah.
God, you're way above your years. Like you're very mature, you know, for 19. And it probably is those moments of getting yourself out. You have to grow up quicker, right? And when you're given these opportunities, this is what I hear about you, is that you grasp the opportunities and you've got a very positive attitude. Where does that come from? Are you born with it? Do your parents encourage you?
Like I just think like every opportunity, because obviously growing up in Cornwall, there's not the same opportunities as you might have when you're from other areas. So it was like every opportunity was that much bigger and that much more important. And like the opportunities was like different. So like I remember sometimes like going to play for this new boys team, like a few years older than me, like I was so nervous, but like you just have to do it because you know that that's the best football in the area.
Good for you.
So like those moments of like you're so nervous, but then you do it and then you get into the team and get more comfortable and take the opportunity and then get respected. Like I think it's just come from like being out your comfort zone like so many times when I was younger, that now like every like kind of place I go, like whether that's England camp or whatever, like I've been out my comfort zone, so I know what it feels like, and I kind of know that I can perform under the pressure of being out my comfort zone.
Jesus, you're impressive. Like, how many 19-year-olds know who can speak like that?
I was probably getting arrested at 19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God knows what I was doing. But like that is impressive. So many people at that age don't know how to get it. It's like you'd rather stay in your comfort zone because it's fine to be comfortable. It's good to be comfortable, but you push yourself out of those zones, you're only going to grow.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well done.
And talk to us about England. You're obviously going to
Yeah,
the
yeah,
under-23 setup.
Yeah.
How's that?
So my first camp was last international. It was a good experience. Like from 19s, it's definitely that step up. Like everything is talked about, like mirroring the senior environment. Like Serena's there watching like our training sessions. So like yeah, it's that much more kind of. It feels more real, like more serious. But no, I really enjoyed the step up, and like the level of like tactical like detail is that much more like in detail. So yeah.
Good, fantastic.
And you broke records as well. So you signed for Bristol on your 18th birthday.
Yeah.
And then you scored on your debut in the Championship.
No, I didn't score on my debut. I scored against Sunderland last season.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
ahead of your time. Okay, and then you've got like more minutes than any player of your age.
Have I?
Yeah.
Yeah, like obviously Bristol's a team that like is good for young people. Like you get given opportunities, and I'm really grateful for the opportunities that I got given, and then it's just about being consistent and making sure I stay in the starting team.
Good stuff.
How would you find, obviously being a young player, and I think a lot of young players struggle, you're out the team for a few weeks. How will you deal with that?
There's been times where that's happened, which is obviously tough, like when you've been in the team and then you get dropped. So yeah, it's just like you have to get back to it in training, make sure you ask the questions and kind of find out like why you got dropped or what you need to improve on to get back in the team, and then just making sure you give everything to do it, and then when you do get given the next opportunity, making sure that you're able to take that and in the best position possible to be able to take that.
You taking her advice?
Yeah, I'm taking it on.
You should take her
I'm gonna-
advice. I was just going to ask you, who do you look up to in football?
I think Lucy Bronze is a big one. Like obviously the same position, and like what she's achieved is crazy. Like
5 Champions Leagues.
Yeah.
Home for
It's
6.
crazy.
yeah,
Yeah.
and like
Euros.
gone to
Euros,
different clubs, and like that doesn't matter. Like she still is like she's still herself at every different club.
Yeah.
And like obviously what she's achieved at England, like how much she like puts herself through, and like her mentality as well is like a big thing that I think is really cool.
Can you share any personal goals with us? Like anything that you want to achieve by age 21? I don't know. if you've got
Like I
anything.
want to be playing in the WSL, which in my opinion is like the best league in the world. I want to like be in the senior lionesses one day. Yeah, like they're my 2 ones, I'd say.
Good.
Well, good luck, Mary. We look
Yeah.
forward to keeping an eye
I
on your
know.
journey.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, come back and see us when you're Ballon d'Or winning, right? Come back and see us.
Ballon d'Or winner.
Why not?
Ruesha
Gotta
won the
throw it
barn
out there.
door
I
once.
won the barn door. So it's similar, but just a bit different.
It's highly regarded. Mary, thank you so much. Take care of yourself. Keep going.
Thank you.
And yeah, fair play to you. Sorry if I sound patronising, but you're very impressive. You really, really are.
And you can file for a restraining order when you leave here.
That's it. I'm your new stalker, Mary.
Yeah.
I see you. Me and Mary are going to go see Kate Reid and Snobs. Martin Home's going to meet us for lunch. Thank you so much for your time. Rush, we'll see you again next week. And thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. You can jump in the comments, and we will see you again soon. Be good. Bye-bye.